Now listen up. Here's a story about 3 little guys who live in a beige world. And all day and all... Good afternoon, morning, evening or night.
No, keep going.
Everything was just beige. Like him. Inside.
No, stop now.
Why do... Good afternoon, morning, evening or night. Everyone listening and watching, this is the JARCAST. I'm your host, Alex, joined here by Jim.
Yo, what up, for real?
And James.
Game on.
This is our weekly funky podcast about all sorts of comedies and, you know, bits and bobs, just everything. We're a podcast about all, which is only made possible thanks to the lovely patrons, who I still feel bad for not shouting out properly on not last week's, but the one before that.
Yeah, why are we even... I thought your probation period was still going.
My probation period? Which one? Zing. Right, so we got some things to talk. We've actually got some stuff we need to talk about. There being a big main one. Do you mind if we just go into it?
No, don't.
Right.
Go on.
Go on then.
No, it's okay. You can go on. You've upset me now, so I can't say it.
Right, so in this is slightly delayed. What you're hearing right now is slightly delayed, but for us right now in our time frame, the redone Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer was uploaded, and the internet went crazy reacting to it, with a resounding "wow" kind of response to it.
That's
because,
a good wow for those.
Yeah, like, yeah, I always sound sarcastic, but like everyone was like, wow, they redesigned Sonic, and because he was so incredibly bad and atrocious the first time around, literally anything, any improvement would have been like, wow, in comparison. So of course they made Sonic look like Sonic, and they're getting cheered for it for some reason.
Do you think it's still a possibility that it was a stunt for publicity?
Yeah. Who the fuck would give about a Sonic movie if it came out?
We came out with these crackpot theories last time we talked about this, and I really don't know. I'm not sure if it's quite conspiratorial, isn't it? You're giving them a lot of credit as well, because that would be genius, and I don't know if they're quite genius enough. Because surely like a strategy that intelligent you would apply to a movie that's actually worth it. And like, I keep shitting on this movie because it's like, it's kind of like Detective Pikachu's, like 2020's Detective Pikachu. None of us really like Detective Pikachu. I thought it was really annoying and pandering. James hasn't seen it. I'm not speaking for James, but I know Jim felt the same way.
I probably felt worse. I hate that movie.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, but
I was bored out of my mind.
Yeah, it's an awful movie. James, never watch it.
Don't worry, I have no plan to.
But the reason we're bringing that up is because it's got a similar vibe, this Sonic thing, but even worse than Detective. I have way more hope for Detective Pikachu, because I like Pokemon as a franchise a lot more than Sonic. So I'm already, like, everyone knows how I feel about Sonic. I don't try to hide it. I don't lie to you people. I'm not a liar. So when I see Sonic bullshits that's truly, like, true Sonic bullshits, I'm going to say it. So I basically, like, I once I saw the trailer, I watched it, gave it a fair shake, and was like, yep, this looks like just as shit of a film, but now Sonic looks like Sonic. That's the only, like, difference now, right? Like, there's nothing, like, impressive beyond just, like, oh, look, they made Jim Carrey look like Eggman, in real life.
You're making it sound like it actually could have been a publicity stunt.
Why?
No, 100%. You've got the licensing to a franchise that's not in the part of the spotlight. It's been shit for ages.
No one cares about it.
Nobody cares
it's shit.
about.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do? You want to make a movie about it?
It has nostalgia power.
But they also they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
No, but
so
I
what'd
thought
you do? Make a
that
really
original
shit.
design is fucking golden. Like that original Sonic design is so like that's like yes, we're seeing, that Mario movie.
Yeah, so they're making it so that's all they had to do. They like that comedic actor guy, the one that's in this movie,
playing Sonic.
No, the one that isn't.
Oh,
playing.
James Marston.
Yeah, he's a shit actor, and nobody that wants to make a good film gets him. So they know it's shit. So
Was he in the Smurfs or Alvin and the Chipmunks? He was in one of them.
Alvin, probably.
No, he was in Hop. One of the worst, like the worst Illumination.
No, but
film,
they
probably.
made it so the only thing they had to fix was Sonic. People didn't look at the other shit.
Right, yeah.
So then they fixed Sonic, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, these guys are great." Go out to see the movie, think it's shit, and then.
But no, but that's
But if it's good, I'll eat my words.
No, but that's
I've
not
no
the point.
problem doing
It's not
that.
the point if it's good or bad. It's going to get people through the doors. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
Once that fucking money's in the hand.
But
boom,
what
they
I'm
give a
saying
fuck.
is, like, I'm not just hating it because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. That does play a small role, admittedly. However, based on the trailer footage and just the impression that the trailer has been edited using clips of the movie, based on the actual clips that are shown, like it doesn't look like anything remotely impressive. It looks like one of those, like a slightly higher budgeted one of those like Cartoon Network movies they do, like the specials or the Nickelodeon things they do. But anyway, that's like a broader picture. How it relates to me and why I'm bringing that up is because I did tweet about how shit I think it looks in my way that I do. And then I got twittered. I got attacked by Twitter. Meaning
Bowie, to be precise.
Yeah, I don't want to like target whoever the person was that like quote tweeted me. But the point was that it was, you see it if you use Twitter at all, you'll know. Basically all Twitter is now is like people quote tweeting like just normally things and like funny caption, and then the funny caption gets like tens of thousands of likes or whatever. So someone quote tweeted my tweet saying, hang on, I've got to get it up. I wrote it down. Just 4 words.
Bad, please laugh, or something like that.
Yeah, so they quote tweeted it saying, Sonic bad, full stop, please laugh. That's in quotation marks, making the like incredibly intelligent observation that I guess I'm making a joke that Sonic is bad. It's not really like a comment on anything particularly. Like when I first saw it, I was like, what? Like, what does that actually mean? I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say.
I think he's implying that it's a generic opinion to think Sonic sucks. And by you saying that it's bad, you think it's funny.
I wasn't making a joke. I wasn't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, the film looks shit.
Yeah, but like, I guess this guy might have some personal attachment to Sonic. Sorry if I'm wrong, but...
Well, yeah, so what happened was this person quote tweeted me with that little quip or whatever. It got tens of thousands of likes or whatever. I think about 30,000 when I just looked just now.
Jesus.
So you can imagine what the replies are like. And the real like goblins come out on on threads like that. There's some real like, wow, you're really like going for my heart there type shit. Just like, fucking Christ, like based on like a Sonic tweet.
Yeah.
It's like, I relish in the power I have over you. The fact that my tweet can make you so upset that like it's drawing that kind of response out of you. Do you know how fucking strong that makes me feel?
Jesus fuck.
I gotta go fast.
Yeah, suck my fucking balls.
Have you been like doing that in the mirror all day and like...
No, I was just genuinely thinking about it, just like, because I've been an internet troll before. I've fucked with people.
Alex was next level. He was fucking.
But I wasn't like that though.
No,
I didn't. I wasn't like that. I wouldn't like target people and try and make them feel bad. I would try and I'd try and get people to respond in a way that was funny to me, but was harmless to them. And to them was just well, that was weird, and then they completely forget about it. But to me, even the fact someone is reacting to the dumb shit I was saying is like funny in and of itself. It wasn't like trying to pinpoint aspects of their personality and like really going in and that sort of shit, which is like. Yeah, it's like the Twitter bandwagon thing. It's like this like snake that just goes around like just like what's the new thing? Oh, the fucking Mandalorian. Let's go to that one. Have we decided if it's good yet? No, yes, no.
It's just how does it feel to be on the Reddit lifeline?
Yeah, because she replied to her tweet that got loads of likes saying he's on Reddit life support.
What does that mean?
Which again, I was like, am I like too old to understand all the like euthisms? That like all this like
what the fuck?
all this language? Because I've always got the like Reddit thing, the like Reddit. I'm always linked with Reddit for some reason, even though I've only like figured out what it was in the last couple years, and all I really use are the subreddits for the like channels I'm a part of.
Yeah, but you do videos on the things that are popular on Reddit.
No, but it's one of those things where it's like you can't win no matter what you say. You're either just Reddit's opinion or you're just going against the grain to be different.
4chan's opinion, basically.
Yeah, you're like, you can't win. Like everything you say is like put into some kind of group. So, yeah.
That's
I don't know what
we
it
live
means.
in.
And then that comes down to the wider topic of how people view YouTubers. The fucking, just how they understand them is fucking bizarre.
Well,
like,
to be fair, sorry to interrupt, but in the thread there were loads of people defending me. A hell of a lot of it, to be fair.
But then it's all the people who were going against you, were making quite broad accusations or assumptions on you based on nothing. Or the most entry level, just surface level shit about...
Yeah, the truth is they probably read on Reddit that you just copy Reddit.
That's what I mean. Like, and the most irritating thing, and it happens on like jar comments, it happens on IG comments, anywhere any of us have been. People like one person comes up with like some kind of story or thing you've said, or they misconstrue something or whatever, and then they spread these like ideas that you have said things that you've never said. So loads of people like quote me saying things that I just straight up never have said. But that's their entire belief of me. Is something they probably saw somewhere else, and it was just like, yeah. You have to really get used to that if you have like a presence online that like... It's almost like being a politician where it's like, no matter what or who you are, 50% of people are going to just fucking hate your guts, no matter what. And you just got to get used to it.
Damn. You're dropping some hard truths here, bro.
Well, what the actual truth is, though, is that there are the people that watch content, and the vast majority of them are not interactive. They're not interacting with the content. They're not pressing like. They're not commenting. They're not
viewing. They're just consuming.
They're just viewing it. They view it. They watch the video, and they decide, like, in their own head if they thought it was funny, or if they even watch the whole thing, and then they close it and go on with their life. That's the majority of people in the way they consume content. But then you have what's called the vocal minority. Just statistically and proportionally, if you compare the number of comments on a video and how many independent people that would be compared to like the overall views, it's like at max like 2-3% or something of viewers. It's like nothing. It doesn't indicate really anything. The like and dislike thing is a bit better because you're even more anonymous when you're just doing that. So yeah, man.
I think it is actually really difficult, not speaking from my own perspective, but in general, to actually be a YouTuber, not in the like Logan Paul, Jake Paul way, like where they've just grown up in this world where
it's almost like they're grown up so removed.
Yeah. Whereas
they don't even need
a
to be
lot
accepted.
of content creators are like just ordinary people that have done ordinary jobs and that sort of thing, and then they're suddenly like super famous but on a different level.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, because they're famous and well known for something no one like respects. Like people respect like Brad Pitt.
Mhm.
He's in Fight Club or whatever. People don't respect like Logan Paul. It's like different. But then some people do. It's all this like game of like your perception of how like.
Well, it's
Yeah.
a changing time. Like going. I thought YouTube, like actually living off of the stuff people live off on YouTube when I was younger, like it's just not a possibility.
Yeah, it's mental. Yeah, we witnessed the whole rise of. Like we really were there as people started like, especially like the video game stuff. People really getting into like the rise of Twitch and people doing that, and people like Rooster Teeth and their like achievement hunter stuff. Like they were really at the forefront of growing all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a difficult one, and it's hard to relate to because it's not a very common problem, is it? It's a weird one.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't think most people, the vocal minority, don't see you as a person. I think they will see it's just content. It's not the fact that there's actually like the thing they're viewing is like probably like 2-3% of the actual person. It's such a focused thing that they get this idea that you aren't actually real.
One thing that always like is so confusing to me is when people they will hold you to things you may have said years and years and years ago. So there are I've been doing it since 2013. So say I uploaded a video in 2013 on a subject, however many years ago that was, and they still think that I necessarily think everything that I said in that video now, which is like that's just not the case. Like as I upload a video, that's like a captured hot take basically at that moment, and that doesn't necessarily mean that as time goes on it's gonna stay the exact same. But that's just like a captured imprint of what it was, and then the timeline keeps going. That's it's just like obvious shit. Whereas I always look at that like videos that relate to each other and when did they upload this and like have they changed since then or whatever. But I don't expect everyone to just do that though.
Should be crazy.
But I guess that it doesn't bug me, but the only thing that does bug me is that it was like such a lame one. Like it was such a like, oh, that's a lazy one to get. Like really? Just Sonic bad, please laugh.
What would
just sarcastic.
What would be better?
Well, I don't know, because I don't actually really know what their point is. Is their point that like I have to like it because it's Sonic the Hedgehog and I'm nostalgic for Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't understand what they want.
The point is that they didn't want you to say anything at all.
So because I think something they think looks good looks shit, then they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So it's like fucking lame, and it's just Twitter in a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm really not. I've gone from Twitter. I really don't use it anymore. I don't like it. It's terrible. The whole culture around it is not good.
But I don't. It's like such a vague statement that like anyone could attach themselves to. It's like, oh, whatever. I'll join in on this one. Yeah, I don't really get it.
Oh well, it's all water under the bridge.
No, I want them dead. Nah, I'm joking.
Oh.
Let's move on from Sonic the effing Hedgehog then.
That's before we realise Alex is actually in the fucking mob and he is just going to kill people.
You mess with me. You gotta mess with me. No. I've noticed ponchos are on the rise. Yeah, again, I'm starting another trend. What is...
Me starting another trend. Yeah.
No.
James,
well,
tell
that's
him.
debatable.
Jamie, like always, forefront of human advancement.
But yeah, genuinely, I've seen 2 or 3 people in the last few weeks in this very town wearing ponchos, and I'm just like, are you kidding? Are you joking? And then today or last night, in the evening, I whip on my Xbox and I start playing that new Star Wars game. And what does the main character frickin' wear? A goddamn customizable poncho that you can equip. What is happening? Apart from the fact ponchos are just cool.
Westerns are coming back.
You know what is? You haven't wear your poncho in ages, though.
Yeah, because, I have to feel it. I have to, earn it in my own head.
Well, now that it's cool, I don't really want to do it anymore.
Yeah, we've already moved on to the new thing.
I've moved on.
Yeah, see? We're just so far ahead of the curve. I can't actually believe it. God. Just give us money on Patreon. Just do it.
Or buy our merch. That is on the forefront of modern fashion.
Yeah, get a picture of my dog.
Great. Cute dog. Cute top. If you're wanting to get those e-boy bucks from your OnlyFans on Twitter, buy the Argy shirt. Boom.
Speaking of Argy, I've been having some poo problems lately. Not with Argy, but with Argy's sister, Paisley.
Oh, don't call her his sister.
Yeah, I hate calling Paisley his sister as well.
That's not right. They're different breeds.
Yeah, they're friends. That's what I normally call them. They're friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go that far.
What are they
Enemies?
The greatest friendships start from being the greatest enemies.
They've been enemies, but point is, Paisley, my just under 8 months old golden retriever puppy.
Labrador, white Labrador.
Not white Labrador, golden retriever. Keeps doing poos on the goddamn carpet, and it's like it got to such a degree where it was like, okay, wake up, go downstairs. Do I smell it yet? Nope. Okay, so far so good. Go into the room where they are. Do I smell it? Oh, yeah. There it is. There's that recognizable stench. Holy fuck, that shit's sour. Then you walk around trying to find it, and it's like, there it is, big steamy. Probably still got it's got flies on it. Little gaps missing from where Argy's licked it.
Oh. That's a point though. So Argy has never eaten her turd.
As far as I'm aware.
Or did she do it loads and Argy kept eating it? And then he was just like, I can't do this anymore.
When he was on steroids, he would often eat his own feces, and I had to get him in. Because if you didn't keep your eye on him, I've got some pictures on my phone of him eating his own shit, and God, they're good.
That's fucking gross. Why?
Because he was on steroids.
He was so hungry, he ate his own shit.
Yeah. Apparently some dogs do that, though, normally. Apparently it's not uncommon for dogs to just eat their own shit.
I remember you being like, so Argy might just forever eat his own shit. That might just be.
Well, my fear was he was going to get addicted.
Addicted to his own fart.
Filling that void.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go cheese platter on the garden. And part of me was like, this is kind of handy because I don't have to pick any shit up anymore. You just eat it.
No, but surely it's a survivalism thing. If they're out in the wild,
they will digest.
If they're not going to be the top of the food chain, so it's something might kill them. So if they eat their own shit, there's not something for them to be found.
Yeah, there's no stench left.
Yeah. So if you're ever being hunted by someone, just if you do a poo, make sure to eat it so they can't smell it.
Yeah, if a bear's hunting you or whatever.
Don't eat your own feces. That's horrendous advice.
Yes, only when necessary.
You guys got any topics?
Yeah.
Go on then.
I'm going to talk about fart.
Don't do that.
What?
I can't stand when James does that.
What?
I got a topic.
Do you actually have a topic?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Well, then you don't.
My topic then.
No, because I joined into it, idiot.
Okay. Well, we got 5 minutes before the break.
You act as if I don't add anything, and that is really heartbreaking to me.
I haven't added anything.
You never do.
Okay, what's something we've enjoyed recently that's pricked our tickles? James, you've seen something.
I have. I did something incredible. I did something that no man has done before. I watched Goodfellas.
Oh wow.
I've done that.
No, you haven't. And I
It's a
must
good
say, it's a really good movie. Like, possibly the best movie I've ever seen.
Really?
For real.
It's a good pick.
Yeah. That movie is 100% perfection. There's not a single problem with that movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna debate you on if Goodfellas is a good movie.
When was
I
the
agree.
last time you saw it?
A few years ago.
I haven't seen that movie since I was like 15.
It's worth rewatching, especially with it being on
Yeah,
Netflix.
The
here.
first minute of that movie is just like fucking incredible. It's so good. Just that.
The narration, the characters. Yeah, it's an awesome film.
So good. So good. And I want to watch more. I want to watch more Martin Scorsese.
Well, yeah, Joker. He made that.
Good movie.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. Why do you think it was so incredible and revolutionary?
Now that you mention it, it does kind of seem like a Scorsese movie.
See, he was literally in it. He was the like guy.
Oh, the TV show host.
Yeah, he was the
guy.
TV show host.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the more you know. Just spitting out facts for you guys out
Did
there.
you know he's also real fact right now? He's in Birdman.
Who, Robert De Niro?
No, you fucking imbecile.
Robert De Niro didn't direct
No, the
Birdman.
director.
Martin Scorsese.
is in Birdman.
No,
Have you seen?
no, he's not. He's in Shark Tale.
He's in Birdman as well.
No, he's in Shark Tale.
He
What's
is.
Shark Tale, James? That's a good Martin
seen Shark
Scorsese.
Tale. I've seen Shark Tale. I don't need to see it again.
do you remember him in that movie, though?
Tell me what he was, and I can say yes or
He was
no.
the pufferfish.
Yes.
That's Martin Scorsese.
Oh, Will Smith, you're really making me bored. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I fucking laugh at that bit. I was a fan of Shark
So
Tale.
you've always had taste, then?
Yeah.
Funniest bit in the film, probably. No, there's nothing funny about that film, apart from the fact that it was greenlit. That's the funny bit. The fact that someone drew like a picture of Will Smith and then drew a picture of a fish and combined their faces. That's the real fucking
Victory.
the magic of Shark Tale. Holy fuck! It's like if that can get made, any dumb shit you can think of can get
Or
made.
the Sonic movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're as awful as Will Smith in Shark Tale or as annoying as Sonic the Hedgehog. You're going to get a film one day.
Sounds like you're just saying Sonic's bad.
The fucking Cheetos tiger is probably going to get a movie soon.
How about Mr. Clean?
He's already got a movie.
Food fight.
Food fight? No, the other one, the one with Seth Rogen. Food Fight 2.
Sausage Party.
Yeah. I swear Sausage Party gets worse the more time passes. Ralph the movie maker told me that like the people who worked on it were like tortured or some shit.
The animators.
Yeah.
Do you know about this? On Food Fight, they were like
Not
basically
Food Fight. Sausage
Party. The animators on Food Fight were treated just so.
They were actually
so
put
well.
down. They were slaughtered, yeah.
No, but the animators of Sausage Party were screwed financially, and how much they had to work. They had to like really grind that shit out, like staying extra time for barely any
Yeah.
money, or bye to your job.
And where did all that money go?
To Seth Rogen's fucking weed farm.
And that's bad.
Yeah, Seth Rogen.
He's a prick.
No, but you loved him in Lion King. He's Oscar, like he's gonna win an Oscar probably for that.
And if he does, he's also a prick, so it doesn't matter. He can suck my knob anytime.
Best voice acting of the year by far.
We should try and get him on the cast. If you can get a quote tweet of you to get 30,000 retweets, you can get Seth Rogen on the cast.
I'd rather a different Seth MacFarlane. Which would make you more angry, James, for me to open the door and then you see one of the Seths.
Rogan is a worse person.
Whoa.
Okay, I guess you know him personally then.
Yeah, I do. He smokes weed.
Seth MacFarlane loves weed.
Okay, I don't want either of them.
Well,
then.
with that said, we'll see you after these messages.
I actually love weed.
Jar Media shirts now, or I'm gonna hurt you. Description below.
Right, so here's the second.
Half of this jar.
This is the second part of the goddamn JARCAST, right?
Hey, shut up.
This is the part where we answer questions from the community. If you want to leave your own questions for us to answer, head over to the Jar Media Reddit. There's a suggestion thread that usually works, although we haven't had much luck lately. But go over there and have a look and leave a little question for us, will you? We're going to start off today with one from their name. This is officially my favourite Reddit username I've ever seen. Master Uruguay Death Scene.
Who's Uruguay?
The turtle
Oh my
from Kung Fu
God.
Panda.
Yeah, I just remembered.
Their name. Master
No.
Uruguay Death Scene. It's also making me be a bit sad.
Yeah, why? That's
Why'd you
bad
remind me
name.
of that? Although
Yeah.
it's quite a nice death scene, to be fair. He
Yeah,
just
it is
becomes
kinda-
like
yeah.
petals. Sort of like chooses to die type thing. Anyway, their question, beyond their awesome name, is... What was the first 18 rated game you played or film you watched, and how old were you?
Probably Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah, let's do games first.
Oh, yeah.
GTA Vice City the day it came out.
And how
You
old would
played
you have
that?
been roughly?
I didn't understand anything, but I knew to do
No,
the
but how
cheat
old were
codes.
you?
I don't know, I can't remember. Young
So
enough,
if you-
I literally had no idea what was going on. I just knew how to do the cheat codes to change your character.
Right, okay. That's a tough question because
Is it the first one you can remember?
the first 18 rated game you played
I don't know if that's like a thing that...
was Dead Space 1 rated
That would have
Yes.
been 18.
18.
Yes.
Because I did play that, but surely I played an 18 before then. We didn't play like violent things on PS2. Like, there was nothing
No.
violent on Game Boy or anything like that.
No.
And yeah, and then we got it might have been Gears of War 2 or something like that.
Gears of War would make sense.
Because Gears of War actually is like really violent, whatever. Movies much younger, like 18 rated movies. 'Cause I
Oh, yeah.
remember Alien and RoboCop.
Yeah, those were the two I was going to say because, like... I don't know, it was never really hidden from us.
Games were, but movies weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Which is strange.
There's something about like you having control over the game, I guess.
It's like an old school belief.
Yeah, it's not like properly understanding what's going on there. It's like fear of the unknown type shit.
Mm, yeah.
My movie would probably be Saving Private Ryan.
Really? When did you watch that?
6, 7.
Alright.
I remember it like I watched a bunch of those like war movies when I was not that young, but because I would have been bored. But
Yeah.
yeah, when I was a bit old, I remember watching Schindler's List. I remember, yeah, because it was when I was obsessed with Spill, I think, and back then we didn't have Netflix in the UK, but it was called like Love Film or something. We had like your list of films that they're going to send you like the disc of, so they'd send you the
Mhm.
disc and then you'd send that back and it would like you'd like pay a monthly fee or whatever, and it's like Blockbuster basically. Yeah, and I got that's when I first saw Schindler's List. Was I got Mum to get it for some reason because I must have heard on like a podcast that it was really good or something,
I'm surprised she let you.
and
to
then
be
watched
honest.
it. No, because I think they don't mind because of the historical side to
Yeah.
it or something. And I wasn't like that young. I'm pretty sure I was like a teenager by then.
I remember, I don't know if it's an 18, but for your like 14th birthday or something, we watched Pan's Labyrinth. That must be an 18.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, it might be.
was,
Pretty
which
graphic.
means I would have been 11. That
Hmm.
that one fucked me up more than like any other one, like Alien,
Yeah.
whatever. Because have you seen Pan's Labyrinth, James?
No.
The Pale. If you've seen Pan's
It's
Labyrinth,
a frightening
you will know.
movie. Yeah.
But the Pale specifically,
Yeah, it's this
Yeah.
creepy creature.
it's genius. Guillermo del Toro by
Gets under your
Death
skin.
Stranding to link the social strands.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Well, kill me, ha hi wantadi. I'm going to try that one again. Asks, are you guys at all excited for The Rise of Skywalker? So that's the new Star Wars movie that's out in a few weeks.
Yeah, because of World War II imagery.
Right, so you're already sold. You, Jim? What do
No.
you think?
No.
Nothing?
No. There's no excitement. Like, the Force Awakens kept me in like a haze.
Because of that incredible marketing.
Yeah.
Very
and then
manipulative.
the Last Jedi was like.
Alright, let's see where this goes or whatever.
Yeah.
There wasn't that
was
much like
interesting, I guess.
excitement for The Last Jedi though.
No.
Like compared to The Force Awakens anyway. People were still excited, but they weren't like losing their goddamn mind in the same way.
It's because Star Wars was coming back with The Force Awakens. And
Yeah.
then, like, what can you say after that? Star Wars.
Yeah, and we'd already had
is
2
back
new Star Wars films by the time The Last Jedi came out.
Mm.
Now we've had, well, I guess this will be our 5th with them.
Yeah,
it's
'cause
still.
it's
It's
solo.
gonna. Just don't go into it wanting anything but just nice visuals and to be amused. Don't look at it any other way. And you'll have a good time. If you're burnt out on it, just go there and look at nice things.
I'm kind of disappointed that J.J. Abrams has come back. Like, I kind of wanted it to be just a different director.
Yeah.
Like, because to me, that's what is interesting about these new Star Wars films
Yeah.
is they're not as much new Star Wars as they are just like directors' takes on what Star Wars is to them. That's how I've always
Yeah.
sort of seen it, and that's why I've forgiven things others haven't. But yeah, the fact it is JJ, and especially like I think about a lot like how The Force Awakens like bit itself in the foot just by its approach more than anything. It's like the real thing that's kind of messed up like the trajectory of this new trilogy. I really think they chose to start that story at the wrong time. Is one of its biggest problems.
Yeah, but they also told a story that has already been told.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like instead of having that movie just be a remake of of A New Hope, have like the first movie be about Luke training Kylo and that going wrong and that being like where that movie ends and like going from there, because then you get Luke being like a teacher and because then you could have at the same time you could have different characters have arcs through the 3 movies. Like you can have Luke go through another like redemption arc basically through the trilogy, and Kylo do like this same thing.
Yeah, there needed to be more of a passing of a torch.
But as far as excitement for the new one, I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm like,
not,
what are they even gonna do?
I'm not excited, but I'm not excited. You know?
Yeah, which is kind of sad. They were already like burnt out. Like that didn't take long, did it?
Yes, because they had no plan.
See, that's the thing. There's difference. I'm not burnt out.
That's the thing though. Like everyone thinks that it's like no one's gonna go and see it and stuff, but I'm just like, I think people are gonna go just see it in the same way they just see like the new Avengers. Like, oh, there's a new Star Wars now. Let's just see what that is.
It's Star Wars.
And especially with all the marketing, like it's quite manipulative the way they're like making it seem like the story has always been leading to this moment, even though that's not the way it's been. And they're acting as if like this is the ultimate ending, even though it's gonna keep going at some point. But yeah, to me, I'll watch it obviously, but my needle's like right in the middle.
Yeah, same.
So
I just need to watch Rogue One again and then I'll be hype.
that's the one, like despite all the Disney Star Wars hate, Rogue One is considered like the true Star Wars movie of the new ones.
It's so good. And who's the main actress in it?
That English woman. I don't even know her name.
I'm constantly getting confused with Noomi Rapace.
Oh really? They look quite different and they're from different places.
And I don't know why though. It's because obviously Noomi Rapace was Prometheus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was my
she was the
nickname
main
you
character.
gave me for some reason.
I called you Noomi.
Yeah, you called me Noomi for like a good year.
Because I just thought it was such a bizarre name. Noomi.
Why didn't you call anyone else Noomi?
Because I've always been Alex's special one, and you know that.
And Matt especially liked that one. Right. Pablo Diablo III asks, Dear Jar, I was wondering if you could shout out me Robert Langhammer, as it is my birthday the next time the cast is uploaded. Why did I even read this? That means that this is going to be out because we're a week ahead of that cast anyway.
Well, I mean, I hope it was good, man.
Yeah, I hope you had an awesome birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, God. And I just read, like, the next part. Hang on. It is a serious one. I thought it might partially be a joke. Hang on, let me continue.
Okay, what was Jar
It's a shame it's missed that we've missed it then. I've been following you for a long time and you've always brought a smile to my face. I was recently diagnosed with clinical depression and have been on fluoxetine for a few months. Sorry, it's just I'm really bad at reading like any medical or like chemical like physotricinina glean. Can't fucking do it. The cast has really helped and I can't thank you enough. The stories you guys tell and how open you are makes me feel part of the community. This would really make my day, thank you. Sayonara, my asshole bitches.
See you soon.
Yeah, so at the very least...
He's using that wrong.
What, sayonara?
Yeah. That's what you say. Like, if you're a World War II fighter and you're not coming back, you say
That's
sayonara.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
like, I hope he's not... He doesn't mean it that way.
No.
Especially if, like...
Trigger warning, dude.
I feel like, yeah, if we... You gotta, like, preface when there's, like, a serious one. We should have, like, a rule. Like, if it's a serious one, like, just put
give
serious
us
as, like,
just
one
let
word.
us know, man,
So we don't go into it like, wait, and then
You're still doing the way thing right now. This is serious, bro.
This is serious because he used sayonara. That's why. At the end,
I agree.
Yeah.
hopefully he didn't mean it that way and he was just saying,
just
take it easy, guys.
Yeah. I'd be very concerned if he was saying it seriously.
Yeah. I mean,
Better message me. Make sure you're okay.
Yeah, leave another comment so we can see.
Don't worry.
Pill and Face has one for us. What's the best insult you've said to someone or heard someone say? Well, why you laugh? Why'd you laugh and then look at me? Why'd you giggle and then look at me? What's the best insult you've said to someone or heard someone say?
Well, we're clearly we're three fucking cuck boys, and we've never said an insult to anyone.
That's actually why I was laughing as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was gonna say the worst thing I've said would be like, "Hey, fuck you."
No, I think mine is literally, "Oh, calm down." That's the most like aggressive I've ever gotten. Oh, give it a rest.
Well,
you cross? Well, I'm cross.
Well, I think I've already said worse than that. I've probably gone in.
James
a bit.
has the best ones.
Like
James is like, as far as like insults, James is good at flinging out funny insults.
Like,
I can't remember any examples though. Like I just know though that has happened.
when?
Donut is James's then.
Yeah, donut. Yeah, you always used to call us donuts.
I still do.
Yeah,
he still
do.
does.
No, you do still do it. It's just part of your vocabulary.
He used to do it, and he still does.
It's a good one because it's just completely inoffensive, so you can just say it whenever. So
No,
it's better to have that than like fucking
Why is it a
idiot
bad
be your
thing,
default.
though? Everybody wants a donut.
Because you know they've got a hole in it. They're gooey.
Because it's a playful compliment, really. Because it's like,
yeah.
everyone wants to fucking munch down on a donut. By saying someone's a donut, it's like you're desirable.
But
You're a fucking
fleeting.
donut. It's a compliment.
Metaphorically, that one falls through, I'm afraid.
But it doesn't. It's a compliment.
I think James's donut one wins though.
Yeah, I agree.
I've done
But metaphorically, it just doesn't work out.
No, but I've done serious ones.
think
Like
it
I've
does.
been aggressive.
What, really trying to like hurt someone?
No, James's biggest insult is to call someone a child.
Which is just the best fucking thing.
Yeah, like it really. When you say it to someone,
no, it is actually triggered
really
a fucking
strikes him
member of JAR.
yeah,
Like, generally, it's actually
honestly, it's probably triggered all of us at some point.
It's never triggered me.
No, it has.
When then?
There's been times in the past where it's triggered you. No, because it is
I don't
perfect,
remember,
though.
honestly.
Because if you say it aggressively, you are a child, it's so demeaning. It's so actually, like, powerful.
Yeah, because it also implies that you're the adult.
You're superior. It's a good one. And I do it a lot.
That's a good one. See, I told you James had all the best ones.
Yeah,
I told you.
he does. He's just so overwhelmed with passion.
Queen of Dirt has this to say. This one's for James. I live in Canada and visited Bristol this summer, and I'm blown away at how stressful the road design is. Stoplights in roundabouts and two-way streets so narrow you have to back up if someone comes from the other direction.
Yep.
In light of this, I'm amazed that James ever developed a love of driving and also manages to speed without dying. James, what are your driving secrets, and have you ever driven in another country? Also, they went to Bristol. Well, yeah, if you
Bristol is renownedly shit for just
any
the
like
roads.
city,
It's
like
so
Bath,
bad.
London, they're all horrendous.
Yeah, because they're all so old.
yeah,
Like, these were designed before people even used vehicles.
yeah, horse and cart at
There's
best.
loads of one-way streets everywhere, and it's just a nightmare.
Swindon, we always talk about Swindon.
Yes, no, Swindon's not bad. Actually, isn't bad in terms
The
of.
layout is bad.
But yeah, it's the worst
It
laid out
makes no
place.
sense.
It's shit.
What are your secrets? What's your
My
secret?
secrets for driving:
Live in the country.
live in the country one. But the most important thing is you should never ever get in a car with any emotion. Like, never get in a car sad, upset, angry. Just don't ever do that, because it changes the way you think and the way you react to things.
Right, yeah.
And
Give a bit of
that means
advice.
that you'll get in a crash. Right now, every person who gets in a crash normally has a lot of intense emotions before or after. That's why they get in the crash.
You're more erratic, yeah.
Just don't ever. If it's like, if you know. So one thing I've learned, because it's happened to me 3 times. Every time I've got in a vehicle when I've been like trying to, I'm like late for work,
Yeah.
but I'm not thinking straight, because I'm just like, I need to get to work.
Rushing.
I crash.
Mm-hmm.
Happen every time. So it's like, doesn't matter if you're really upset, if you're really fuming, don't get in that car. Don't get on a bike. Take a minute and actually calm down, then do it. Because at the end of the day, that could actually be the difference between actually dying in that car that day or not.
You can even make it like a therapeutic thing where like your car is, in a sense, your like Zen zone, and you're not
meditation.
allowed. Yeah, like a meditation area where you're not allowed to. Because I don't get road rage.
No, I don't.
I've
either.
never like shouted at anyone, or like I've never honked my horn at anyone either.
Mm.
I haven't been on the road that long, but I've had chances where I could have,
You just
but
don't.
I haven't.
Yeah.
So far.
Just don't. Because, you know, people will cut in traffic and you just don't react. You're just like, okay. If they say thank you, just like, yeah. You just don't have emotion with it, and you'll drive better, and then you won't get involved in accidents or get into road rage.
Have you ever driven in another country?
I drove in Portugal, but
How was that compared to the UK?
Southern Europe is... Oh, they drive different. It's like in England, if someone steps on the road, people stop.
Yeah.
If you step onto road in
Oh,
Portugal,
right.
people aren't going to stop. They'll hit you at 60.
Is that just a Europe thing?
It
'Cause it
is,
was the same when I was in Greece. Like the
it's a
way they
Southern
drive
Europe-y
is just
thing.
mental.
Yeah, they don't care. It's like, if you just pull out, they're going to fucking smack you. They're not going to stop. You have to... I can only compare it to riding a motorbike here. Because riding a motorbike, you've got to ride aggressively, because otherwise you'll get hit. You've got to like predict everything and be on the move. That's what it's like in Spain and Portugal, but they're in cars and everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
It's hectic, and it's fucking stressful, because you're just like, this is not right.
Yeah.
Because it's so kind of civilized.
What to you is the correct side of the road to drive on?
Whatever side the car's on in that country. For example...
So you think it's just based on the
It's
car
real.
and the country?
Yeah, because if you take a car from Europe here, obviously the steering wheel's going to be other side. So then the way the mirrors work and where cars are going to be on the road, you're not going to see properly because you're on the other way. It's always just we drive our cars the way our roads are designed, so it doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Right, okay. And what about, like, what's your country you most want to drive in? If you had to pick one, aside from the UK.
That's really difficult.
You got to pick one before we move on.
Germany. No speed limits.
What, not in the whole country?
No, but
just that one famous bit of road, right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Autobahn.
The Autobahn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there lots of crashes on it?
Yeah. And when they do crash, it's like the fucking police there have special cars for people who speed there because it's just like we've got to catch them. So they will have fucking insane cars.
That's so crazy.
And on the subject of cars, you did go in a new car actually this week.
Yeah, you sorted it out, didn't you?
Yeah. And it does things quite fast. It can
move.
It can
Yeah.
move.
God damn, it
This
can
thing
move.
really moves.
This thing really moves.
you got it, bro.
It's kind of scary how quickly it can do things, and it's just like this is not right for a car.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be as ridiculous.
It's torquey.
Yeah. What's the model for those listening?
It's a Mazda 3 MPS or Mazda Speed 3 for Americans.
So it's not something you'd look at and think it
No.
was capable of,
No,
really.
because it looks normal. It's like you've probably seen them and you don't realise they exist. And then it's like this car's 12 years old. It is as fast as cars coming out today. Then it's 100% unique because I can literally go to IKEA, fit a fucking sofa in it, and just
Yeah.
be really fast.
No, that's
It's
part of that's what I like about that model of car you've attached yourself to.
crazy. It's so boring. It's
It's
so
like a
plain.
boring, like, considered as like grandpa's
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Like a nice safe thing. And James has taken it and he's like modified it to be this
Abused it.
mechanical beast. It's so funny to me.
Driving's great though. You sure as getting to driving.
The real Zad has one for us. What is your opinion on the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine? You've mentioned it before, but I don't know each member's individual thoughts. Jim,
I've
you're pretty
watched
keen on it.
It's fine.
Jim likes it the least, probably, I'd say, out of the three of us here.
I sort of reluctantly enjoy it.
Why reluctantly, though? It does have qualities.
It has qualities, but it also has massive non-qualities.
It took me such a long time to get used to the cutaway style with the thing. Like, it was so, like, corny and, like, distracting to me at first.
But also just the way the camera is used is so obnoxious.
Yeah, it is.
It constantly does this thing where it's like...
It's like a handheld intense zoom in.
and then it
all
zooms
the
in.
time.
And then it does the same again. And then somebody says, he had a bagel? And then it zooms in. It's like, laugh now.
Yeah,
It's like a laugh track, but visual.
I prefer it over a laugh track, though.
Oh, yeah.
Much prefer it.
What? I think I would. I don't know. People are probably going to disagree. I think if you watch like a whole season of it, or any comedy show for that matter, in one hit, I think you ruin it for yourself.
You reckon that's the only way I've ever watched it?
I don't
Yeah,
think they
I-
suit that.
I'd say that makes it better. It's good. It's not good as something to like really sink your teeth into.
I always normally like watch a season of it when I'm doing something else.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
like
what I
half
mean.
attention.
It's like...
Because I'm not sure it fully deserves my attention, my full attention at all times. Because there are some like really, that's like really daytime TV family
Yeah,
shit sometimes. That's like, all right, whatever. You're going for the cute like family values
Mhm.
shit
It's like
instead
that.
of humor.
It's like that sort of... Like there was that show The Middle, you know? Where it's like just totally harmless. And-
Yeah.
But it's just better, slightly better than that. Where it will make you, or make me laugh every now and again.
Yeah, because it has some like consistently funny characters. Like for me, the main like police chief guy. What's his face? He's my favorite. He's the most
Yeah,
consistently
he's
funny
good.
one to me. He's got like a good gimmick. But like the way I've always seen it is like these American comedies of like the same sort of group of people that like collaborate and write a lot. They started with The American Office, which is like really good. And then the next one was Parks and Rec, which is good, but nowhere near as good as The Office. And then after that was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And again, there was a decline in quality a little bit. And then again to The Good Place, which I don't find funny at all, so I don't really watch. So.
Yeah, it's weird that you'd hope to see the opposite, just a gradual.
I think part of it is genuinely a cultural thing though too, whereas like I think certain British people like this really dry and hopeless like atmosphere, like your peep shows, like The Office, where they're like so pathetic and so dark in a way, where like that's what we find funny. Like we're so sucked of like life that's what's entertaining to us.
Fun at the voids, the like awful moments.
Yeah,
it's like it makes it better. You know?
Yeah,
it makes
it's a bit more better. Honest to me, as opposed to like pretending. I don't know. It's like a balance, because there are some like genuine moments in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and there are also some like forced, not earned, fake ones.
I've seen it. I enjoy it, but I would say if I had an option, I'd put on Always Sunny instead.
Oh yeah,
yeah, no doubt.
Always Sunny is much better, much more cleverer. There's also some like weird things they like push into the show sometimes.
Yeah,
it's just like, why is that relevant to this right now?
And it's annoying when
it's very like
when it's not the purpose of the episode. There's no discussion. It's just here's an opinion of the writer said through one of the characters.
Yeah,
that's great.
Which Always Sunny never does.
Yeah, it always just poses a question, really.
Yeah, it's a thing about using your characters. Like, are you trying to use them as a way to speak through as like a writer, or are you trying to... And both can be good in different instances, I guess.
Of course. I just don't think it's very well done.
This actually fits into this other question, which we'll end on. Abortion with legs. So what dumb American comedy do you actually enjoy, if any?
Always Sunny.
Always Sunny is an obvious answer. I like South Park a lot. I like
Family Guy, yeah.
I watched the new Rick and Morty, and it was like, oh yeah, this is why I liked this show. Like they kind of reeled it back a bit, and they were like really suitably like self-aware about the expectations that have been put on them. I enjoyed that first episode. As far as not animated though, well yeah, I like The American Office a lot. I do like Parks and Rec, bits of it. It can be quite annoying to me, just with that like intense like positivity of some Americans, like in some of the way they write the characters. Just like, oh my god, just give me a break. I can't deal with this. Yeah, a lot of them are shit though. I watched like this new American comedy that came out called like The Good Boys or some shit, or Good Boys. It's really not good.
Do you know who's Good Boys? Jar Media.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Let's pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah, I watched Jar Media.
You guys got any before we end the episode?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Blackadder.
that famous American smash hit. So yeah, that's been the episode 19. Was it 4, 3, 2, 1? Probably should have timed that with it actually ending, because we still got a bit of time.
Oh, we can just sit here for a moment.
What we should do?
We can just sit here for a moment.
Yes.
A moment to relax and have a breath.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just not try to be entertaining or like incredibly fucking funny or something like that. Let's just be normal.
It drains me, dude.
It drains all of us.
Dude, it drains me, dude.
Especially with the intense pressure, knowing that there's some grand episode coming in the future for Swindon.
We've got to prepare for that. We're going to give them a right good old
bollocking.
Give
me a bollocks and I'll rip 'em.
Speaking of bollocks, I think I'm fairly bollocksed right now.
Bollocked. Well, thanks for enjoying, if you did.
Should we order some pizza? Or do we fancy a curry?
My dad made a curry.
Bro,
What?
It's fucking delicious.
it's midnight.
Fuck you.
It's like 12:30. That's what caffeine does to you.
Mate, I ain't got no light.
Mate, I don't have any. Stop trying to get it.
I better go home. I got fucking feed. I got.
You fed him.
No, I fed him.
Whoops.